Hi folks, it's Nick here for another gameplay review type thing. We're on the Commodore 64 and a rather unusual game this and a little bit tricky. It's Attack of the Mutant Camels, published by Llamasoft in 1983, so it's an early 80s game and it's a rip-off, or shall we put it more politely, heavily influenced by the Atari 2600 game Empire Strikes Back from 1982, and that one was by Parker Brothers, but instead of attacking AT-ATs or Imperial Walkers, you're attacking mutant camels. You'll see the similarities immediately, and it's quite tricky to get the controls. I'll start off in a ship on the right hand side, there we go, and you'll see the camels there. Look at that bar above, the rectangle moving is me, and the camels are, well, they're the camels, aren't they? Well, 1 to 2 players, but I'm the only one here. Now, that's a very unusual looking camel, so I can see why they've called them mutant camels. You have to hit them a number of times whilst avoiding being hit by these shots. When you've got them a certain number, they'll go a different colour, and then destroy them, then it's on to the next one. If they get to the end of the screen, then it is game over, so you've got to stop that from happening. Right, let's shoot this thing up the bum. Oh dear, and we've been shot there, so avoid getting shot, shoot the camels, and survive as long as you possibly can. And that's essentially it. It does look a bit like an Atari 2600 game rather than a Commodore 64, but we'll let that go because it's 83. Sector 1. Will I get past Sector 1? Well, unlikely. Did you have this game back in the day? Let me know how far you got. This is the first time I've played it, so I will be hopeless. Moves a little bit like Defender. I do like the graphics of the camel's legs, but when you next see it, you'll see that it does look a bit like two guys dressed up in a camel costume rather than an actual living creature. But that adds to the charm of it, that adds to the super fun. Look at the stars blinking in and out. Look, right, it's changed colour. Two guys walking in a camel costume, no humps on the camel, and it's gone blue. Does that mean we're near the end? There must be a strategy to this to avoid them. Is it best to take them from the rear quarters or shoot them from the front? Is it best to get their head? I don't know. On the Empire Strikes Back on the Atari 2600, every so often a sweet spot would show up, oops, depending on how much you'd hit it, and if you hit that sweet spot, the thing would blow up. Doesn't look like that's happening with this camel. So, okay graphics, let's say charming, but the game is a little bit weak, I would say, and a little bit frustrating. If you owned it back in the day as a kid, you might have some nostalgia for it, you might like it a lot more than what I'm liking it. I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm just saying it could be, well, a bit better. It's just to say it's not my cup of tea, horses for courses and all those other cliches. So we're edging along, hopefully I want to get it just on the screen. Right, so up, down, up, down, up, down, keep shooting. Now, you can have auto fire on this, which is probably a bit better. Take out the camel that's nearest the edge of the screen, unless you're a nincompoop. But look, they're like heat seeker bullets, these things. Now, am I actually having any contact with this thing? I'm not sure I am. Will I get any better? I don't know. So let me know your tips below in the comment section, as you quite often do. These reviews aren't about me being an expert of the game, because quite often it's totally the reverse. It's me playing it for the first or second time in most cases, and then deciding if I played this as a kid, my gameplay would have been similar. Would I have gone back to it again for a second or third time? This one, I'm not so sure. Now, back in the day, most kids wouldn't have read the instructions. A lot of, well, some kids would have done, but a lot of the impatient kids like me wouldn't have done, or just skimmed over them at the best of times. So you want to know, is it instantly playable? And that's why I like 8-bit retro games. So this is reflective of that, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully I can destroy one camel before this review's out. I'm not sure what these mutant camels have done, but they're attacking the base and I'm dead again. Oh no, base penetrated. So Jeff Minter presents this one, produced quite a few games. Right, shall we have another go? Well, I'm not sure I can drag this out forever. I mean, I haven't even been playing 5 minutes yet, and we've seen all the gameplay there is to offer. Now, this is Sector 1. If you've got past Sector 1, which I'm sure you have done, what's Sector 2 like? Do they just fire more stuff at you, or what? Now, it used to be the case, on Empire Strikes Back, which this is based on, you can replenish your energy by landing this ship in a crate at the bottom of the screen. This one doesn't look like it's got that as far as I can see. If it does have that, then of course let me know, because as well as my review, it's all about a learning process in the comment section as well. Is it best to shoot this one in the bottom without it being on screen? I'm not sure this is a good tactic or not, to be fair. Look at the graphic at the top there. If those camels get to my base, then it's Doomsville. And they are slowly getting there. Oh no. Turn a different colour, you stupid camel. No, this isn't working, Nick. I need better firepower, like a nuke to drop on the camel. We're on some strange moon, it seems. Who'd have thought that there'd be some mutant camels there going slowly? If the Galactic Empire and Star Wars had some mutant camels instead of their Imperial Walkers, maybe they would have done a little bit better. But I can't see myself taking this down with any amount of tow cables. Oh man, lock on it, R2. So this is the X-Wing really, versus the Imperial Walkers. Imperial Walkers have entered the base. Da -da 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 -da. Right, I haven't blown up a camel. You see the camels in the top graphic there, they've actually got to the end of the side, so they have penetrated the base. Destroyed no camels. Oh man, I'm hopeless at this. Who's surprised? No one. Comment in the comment section if you are surprised. Collision with enemies? None. Yeah. Press fire to start the game. Well, I'm still deciding whether I want to. I think we will do. That sounds a bit like flatulence from a camel, that start sound. I'm not sure that was the sort of thing they were going with. So this game, fun in a few odd bursts rather than continuous play for hours and hours and hours like some games. Good to see from a retro point of view because it is quite comical. There's no way you could get away with a game like this nowadays. You get absolutely slated no matter how good the graphics were. I don't think it's going to get remade as an HD remake where you actually see a real camel coming across. Right, it's gone grey and I've blown up on its hump that it doesn't have. Right, some more flatulence. So this is the aim for this review then, to rescue this somehow by destroying at least, I say at least, let's just cut it down, destroying one camel. Have you ever blown up a mutant camel? Not in the game, in real life. Let me know. What was the outcome? Was it trying to attack your base? And was Darth Vader in charge of the mutant camel? Right, coming out. It's gone purple now, or red. There's quite a bit of distance from the base, so we've got a bit of time. Maybe just going in for attack runs and zipping out again is the best way. Don't try and do it all in one go. Don't be a hero. Right. You can't have too long to go. And then we've got to take the camel behind it or the base is destroyed, but we could buy a bit of time. Now, oh man, there's 6 camels to destroy. We haven't even destroyed one. Crying out for player 2 here. Wherefore art thou, player 2? Oh, look at this. It's not going good. Is that it? Game over again, is it? Right, come on. Come on, take a pounding. Just up, down, up, down. It's gone! We've destroyed one! Woohoo! Yeah! We are the champions, my friend. We've destroyed one mutant camel. Well done. Oh, now there's another 5. Oh, this is getting better. I think if I had another few goes at this, which I'm not going to do in this review, I think I might get it. So it is a good learning curve. You can quite clearly see here I've gone from super newbie to just average newbie. Yeah, so this has changed a different colour as well, this one. That's another one destroyed, is it? I'm not sure he was destroyed. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't like that game at first. I slightly warmed to it, but it is a curio. There's no getting away from that one. So the game is okay without being terrible. I think that's the best I can say for it. If you've got any comments about that game, similar games, or any retro memories, then please put that below. That was Attack of the Mutant Camels, published by Llamasoft in 1983 on the Commodore 64. A huge thank you to everyone that's commented so far, helping the channel grow. That is a big help. If you want to help a bit bit more, lend your support, ensure the channel grows further. There's patreon.com/njenkin. Take a look at that site, see what it's all about if you wish. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.